Ah, Saitama, a shitcoin like no other. A rug pull maybe? What happened with Saitama? Hello guys, I'm your friend ufoguy here, and as a disclaimer I just want to say that I'm not a financial advisor and nothing you hear in this video is a financial advice, and every shitcoin can go to zero and you can lose all of your money and they can all turn out to be rug pulls. So in the previous in-depth video that I made on Saitama, which is gonna appear somewhere up there, you can watch that before you watch today's video, I have explained absolutely everything you need to know, and it was just a few days before Saitama mask was announced or was released, I don't remember exactly, and it was just before the peak of Saitama. So what has changed and why did Saitama turn out to be this? And by this I mean that the all-time top price was this much, 0.00000016, and now if we zoom out just a little bit, we are currently at 0.00000064. Too many zeros. Saitama, with other words, lost 2 zeros and a lot of retail investors got wrecked. So why did this happen, and does Saitama have future? Now we need to roll just a little bit backwards. Saitama is an ERC20 token and it was launched on 31st of May 2021 with a fair launch, which means all of the tokens have been released at the same time. Ever since then, around 51-52% of the tokens were burned. So, can the price go up because of burns? Yes, it is possible in the future, but we do not know anything for sure, so do not rely on the burns. As you can see, it was said that 2% of every transaction with Saitama is deducted and redistributed to our pool of holders. And the current amount of holders is above 300,000, 314,000 to be exact. So 314,000 people are getting these 2% from each transaction. When we look at the long run, if this coin survives the year, maybe the people who bought at the beginning are making quite a lot of coins, but can they cash them out on profit? No one knows. But still, it's a cool way to grow your buck if you are not left holding the buck at the end. So next we see that the coin is deflationary at 2% of the transaction fees as well is also being burned, and there was an initial burn of 49%, so the coin can look legit like many of the shitcoins do. Shitcoins! And the rest so far for more than a year, almost a year, 3% was burned. 3% in a year is not much. And last but not least, they say that they have an anti-whale trap. So what is that anti-whale trap? It's supposed to prevent big wallet holders, and here is where the fudders come in handy. A minute ago I just did a quick mistake. There are 361,000 holders. So if we check out the holders' wallets, we can see that indeed the debt wallet is the top wallet, and not too many of these wallets hold even 1%. So is there really a whale trap thingy? Well, maybe, but this does not prevent the developers or any other person to hold multiply wallets with 0.5%. For instance, after all, the token was fairly launched, and a lot of wallets are usually created when there is a rug pull that distribute the same amount of tokens, so we cannot verify that for sure. I don't want to sound like a fudder, but that's what a lot of the shitcoins do, and it is not possible to track these wallets except for at the beginning of the launch to see that there are hundreds, sometimes 50, sometimes thousands of wallets holding the exact same amount of coins. These are usually the coins that are used to be sold on a soft rug pull coin. Anyway, the situation with Saitama is different. A lot of people were hoping that it will get listed on Binance, and so far it is not listed, but if it ever does, it will most likely make a huge pump. But can it bring it to the previous levels of whatever? A few months ago, the exchange site Bitmart, which is one of the big exchange sites, was hacked and a lot of shitcoins were lost. The keys were stolen. So if you plan to hold a cryptocurrency for the long run, use a cold storage wallet. Do not use exchange wallets. I have lost my coins on exchange wallets as well, but we're strictly talking about the Saitama coin. So the Saitama key was stolen from Bitmart, and what maybe everyone who had held Saitama in their wallets in there have lost it. And this explains this huge dump in here. But the rest is because, now I think it's because a lot of people saw that coins are being sold, so they're gonna sell off. I personally, as a non-financial advisor, do not believe that the developers sold their coins. But this coin, this here, maybe the drop from the peak was indeed the developers selling partially some of their coins, and then people who bought on top got scared and started selling off as well, and that led to the big dump. These are all speculations, of course, but as you can see the news on nasdaq.com, 28.5 million in Saitama Inu was stolen from Bitmart wallets. Now what impact would that have? The current market cap is $278 million and the current fully diluted market cap is $634 million. So this amount of coins being sold all at the same time would indeed make a big price impact, enough big to scare the retail investors to sell their coins as well. So once again, no FUDing, but I believe this was the reason for Saitama Inu to drop. Can it rise in price is the question. Now the coin is not very accessible to be bought, and I'm pretty sure that no one wants to buy it on Bitmart ever again. So the safest way to buy it is to buy it or swap it on Uniswap, and not many people want to do that because they have to pay the Ethereum gas fees. After all, it's an ERC20 token. So as we can see, the very bad news is that the current 24-hour trading volume is just $4.1 million, and this could be all people selling their coins. Yeah, of course there are people buying, but the trend shows that it's people selling their coins. So is it a good time to enter? I cannot say for sure, because right now the coin is in a very critical situation alongside with the whole market, and if someone says buy the dip, maybe yes, maybe no, I cannot say for this coin for sure, but my opinion is that it can get back up at some point in time, but before that it will dump a bit more. And once again, my personal thoughts is that this coin is actually never gonna get listed on Binance and will never reach its previous all-time high. I would like to know what do you guys think will happen with the coin. And if you like these videos and wanna see more, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And for the super crazy people, you can click the join button here on YouTube to support me do what I like doing.